to Happy Healthy Honey. Today we're going to talk about 7 simple ways to build self-love. I know it's something that I struggle personally with, and a lot of people I talk to, whether you're female, male, whatever it is, I feel like it's just something that a lot of us really struggle with, is having self-confidence, self-love, self-esteem, whatever it is that you want to call it, just feeling good about yourself and feeling like you can really just do anything you set your mind to. So I want to talk about that today and just give you simple things that you can do every single day that will have a huge impact on the way you feel about yourself in a really, really positive way. So the first thing that you can do is limit opportunities to compare yourself to others. So a big way we compare ourselves to other people is through social media, something like Instagram and, following Fitspo accounts, or maybe there's somebody who gets paid to travel for a living and just stay at awesome hotels, like, the former Bachelor contestants, and they just travel around and it looks like their life is just so amazing. And if your feed on Instagram is full of all of these people who look like they have the perfect lives, the perfect bodies, the perfect relationships, the perfect whatever it is that you don't think is perfect in your life, you're gonna feel bad about yourself. They say comparison is the thief of joy, and social media is just an open book of comparison all day long. So what I like to say you can do is, it's not that you have to ignore these accounts, because I think inspiration is good, but it's bad when it takes it too far of just somebody seeming so perfect. So maybe there's Fitspo accounts and you like them for a little added motivation, or maybe there's great workout tips. So just go onto those pages and find a post or two that you like and save it to your collections that you can access. So then you're not finding that person in your feed, but you have to intentionally go and look for them through your collections. And then you can go through their feed if you want to and find whatever it is you're looking for that's actually going to be helpful to you in that moment. Another thing you can do is have a backup Instagram account where you follow all the celebrities and all of the people who seem like they have these wonderful lives. And if you want to periodically check in on those, you can. But I think just keeping social media just really real people who are honest about their life, who don't make you feel bad about yours, will make a huge, huge impact in how you feel about yourself. Now, these next tips are all different ways that you can retrain your brain. So step number 2 is smiling at yourself every time you look in the mirror. How often do you look in the mirror and think, oh, this is wrong with me, that's wrong with me, and you're getting up close, getting in there. Even now, I can look in the mirror and see, oh, I have a big pimple in between my eyebrows right now that I can't cover up, and feel bad about it. Or I could look in the mirror and be like, wow, the rest of my skin looks nice. My eyes are popping with my mascara. I like my curls today. And just focus on the positive things that I like about myself and just give myself a smile. When you're walking down the street and you pass somebody and they give you a smile, and even if you don't know them, you get those warm fuzzies going on. You can give yourself those same warm fuzzies by just smiling at yourself. If you're always looking in the mirror kind of frowning at yourself, unhappy with what you see, you're not going to feel good about yourself. Even if you have to force a smile, just seeing you smiling at yourself will make you instantly feel better about yourself. And to take that a step further, number 3 is make a list of all of the things you love about yourself. And maybe that list isn't that long right now. Maybe it's just a few things you can think of. But make that list And as your self-confidence and self-love grows, keep adding to your list. So maybe you just have like one set list that's just written down on a notepad on your desk or next to your bed. Maybe you put it on sticky notes, and each thing you love about yourself is on a sticky note, and you place it in different areas of your home, or maybe around your car or your office, all the places that you hang out. So you can just see all of the awesome things about yourself, and I guarantee you that list will continue to grow. And when you're constantly seeing all of these wonderful things about yourself, it's going to be really hard to think about the things you don't like about yourself. And I think that list will really, really shrink. And another thing you can do, step number 4, is every time you think a negative thought about yourself, replace it with 3 positive thoughts. So, for instance, as I was just saying, like, if I look in the mirror and I say, look at this pimple in between my eyebrows right now. I'm so ugly. My skin sucks. Then I have to think about 3 awesome things about myself and say, but I am a very kind person. I have a good sense of humor. I like my hair. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Just come up with 3 random things that you like about yourself. And if you're doing that on the spot, it's kind of teaching you, like, okay, I said one negative thing, I'm replacing it with 3 positives. Because if you just go tit for tat, 1 for 1, you're just going to end up even. But if you do 1 negative and then you have to replace it with 3 positive, it's really going to knock out that negative and really help you feel a lot better about yourself. So number 5, if you're struggling to do all of these things, or if you're just in a real freak out moment, you can listen to a guided meditation. I love guided meditations. For me, I like them before I go to bed, because usually when I listen to a guided meditation, I fall asleep. I'll be honest, I pass right out. So I like them before bed, because then it's okay if I fall asleep. But you could start your day with one. You could also just listen to them randomly throughout the day whenever you're kind of feeling down and you need a boost. And the great things about guided meditations are they can be any length of time, and the apps are free. So there's so many wonderful things to love about a guided meditation, because you can just find exactly what you're looking for. Like, you literally just type in exactly what you're feeling down about, and you'll find so many free meditations that have to do with exactly that. And again, like, maybe you're at work and you just need like a quick 5 minutes. Maybe it's the end of the day and you have 30 minutes to spend on one. And then there's so many different times in between. I love the Insight Timer. That's my favorite free guided meditation app. And I'm obviously still brand new. Like, this is a brand new channel. You think I'm getting paid to say that? I'm not. I just genuinely love the Insight Timer. And number 6 is forgive yourself, big or small, for anything that you have done. I find like a lot of times we look back and we have so many, I could have done this, I should have done this, I'm so mad at myself for doing this, I really screwed the pooch on that one. Whatever it is, where you don't like that you did something and you just continue to beat yourself up over it, let go of it. What's done is done. All you can change is what's happening right now and what's happening in the future. So if you did something in the past that you're not happy about, forgive yourself for it. Let it go. Same way you have to do with other people who kind of wrong you in your life. Forgive and forget. You have to really let go of it and move on. And you have to do the same thing with yourself. Let go of anything that you feel like you've done wrong. Move on. And just make different choices going forward. I just tried to combine decisions and choices and said choices. It can be a new word, choices. Make different choices. But that will be huge, huge, huge. Because I know, at least for me, like there's so many things I think back and I'm like, oh, I was such a freaking idiot. Can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did that. I really messed up this. Or I really embarrassed myself with that. And you're just continuing to beat yourself up. There's nothing you can do about it. So just say, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I do the best I can. And I'm just getting like right back to it. And I'm going to just try to do better. So those are steps 1 through 6. And those are all about your behavior. But step number 7 is don't spend time with people who make you feel bad about yourself. And the reason I'm making a point to separate this last one from the other one is because you can do steps 1 through 6 or anything else to increase your self-love, self-confidence, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. But if you keep hanging out with people who put you down, who insult you, who make you feel less than, who make you feel like you're not worth their time or energy or love or what have you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're not looking at Fitspo accounts all day long. It doesn't matter if you're not smiling at yourself. It doesn't matter if you're telling yourself good things about you. If you have all of these negative things coming at you from the outside constantly, you're not going to feel good about yourself. So you really have to learn how to recognize the people who are putting you down and hurting your self-worth and your self-love. And you have to remove them from your life. And it doesn't matter who they are. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a significant other. Maybe it's a parent. I know of plenty of parents who don't treat their kids right and are too critical and really hurt their kids' self-esteem. And I will say, if it's somebody who is important to you, like especially if they're related to you, like a parent, like, you know, it's your mom, she birthed you, not super easy to cut out, then you need to have a conversation with those people who you can't easily just walk away from or who you don't want to walk away from. And you need to say, these are the things you're saying and these are the things you're doing. And this is how they're making me feel, and you're really hurting my self-esteem, and you're really hurting my mental health, and I need you to change your behavior. And one of two things will happen. Either they'll feel bad, they won't realize that's what they've been doing, they'll change their behavior because they value their relationship with you, and you know, you can keep them in your life and be fine, and they won't continue with that toxic behavior. Or they'll be super defensive, still be insulting, and they'll continue with the same behavior. And then you just have to say, like, obviously, they don't value their relationship with you. So what do you care if you lose them? Somebody who values their relationship with you and who values you as a person, if they hear they're hurting you, they're going to change their behavior. And if they're not willing to do that, then they don't care about you. And it doesn't matter if they pull the whole, oh, I care about you, and then they're still insulting you. No, they're not. They're manipulating you. There's a big difference between caring about somebody and manipulating somebody. Somebody who says they care about you and they don't act like it, they're manipulating you. And you don't need a relationship like that in your life. And that is like a whole other video in and of itself. But I do want to say, anybody who's saying they care about you and not acting like it, it's a manipulation tactic. You know, I had one of my boyfriends earlier on in high school, and I feel like this happens to so many people. It was one of those things like, nobody else would ever want to be with you. You suck. You're terrible. Yada, yada, yada. All the ways I'm terrible and just really putting me down. And then it's oh, but I love you anyways. So it's somebody who's insecure and they put you down. Instead of just owning their own insecurities, they make you feel bad and insecure, telling you nobody else would treat you well. And then you're stuck in with them. So just recognize that behavior, because that can really, really hurt your self-esteem and really, really harm the love that you have for yourself. So if you're in any type of a situation like that with somebody who claims they care about you and their behavior is instead toxic, just walk away. Because you're never gonna love yourself if you allow people like that in your life. Okay, let's recap. Number one, limit the opportunities you have to compare yourself to others. Number two, smile in mirrors at yourself, not the other person. If you're in like a public bathroom and there's somebody else, don't smile at them. Make sure you smile at yourself. Number three is make a list of everything you love about yourself. Number four, replace each negative thought with 3 positives about yourself. Number five, listen to guided meditations. Number 6, forgive yourself for anything big or small. And number 7, remove people from your life who make you feel bad about yourself. So those are 7 simple ways to build self-love. They might not feel simple right now. They might feel a little overwhelming, but try them out and I promise they will make the hugest difference in the way you feel about yourself. And as always, if you have any video recommendations or requests, I should say, not recommendations, I guess they're kind of the same thing. Any talks that you want me to give, any topics you want me to cover, let me know and I will gladly create them for you.